sige, mukhang wala naman. Again, ang rule lang natin dito, kung may tanong ka, itanong mo. Lagay mo lang sa chat. If ayaw mong i-disturb yung pace ng discussion. If at any point, feel mo nawawala ako, no, iba na yung sinasabi ko sa alam mong tama, ayan, sige, kahit mag-interrupt ka lang. Huwag ka mag-alala, di ba? Paano ko mako-correct, di ba? Kasi, again, tao rin naman ako, baka sabog ako. Di ba? Baka na-brain fart lang ako. So, sabihin nila, okay? Allocation of incremental cost. Allocation of incremental cost. Ito, incremental cost allocation. So, sabihin mo na si S1, again, 100,000 siya. Kung si B lang yung department niya, sabihin natin na historically, si B, ang na-accumulate niya 70,000 na cost. Since siya yung first rank, ano gagawin natin? Ibuhos mo as if siya lang yung department mo. So, yung 70,000 na nabigay mo sa kanya. What if may natitira pang 30,000? Sorry sinipon ako biglang lamig dito. Kailangan mo pang i-allocate yan. Diba? Doon mo na siya ibibigay kay A. Tapos kay Service Department 2. Paano to? Si A, historically, kung siya lang yung nag-iisang department, diba? Pero incremental user lang kasi siya. Dito tayo nag-focus. Hinanap natin, sino ba yung pinaka-gumagamit? Sa kanya natin i-pinpoint yung cost. Pero not naman to the point na sinobrahan na natin yung normal use niya. Diba? So, eto normally 70,000, ibuhos mo yung 70,000 sa kanya. Kung si A, normally 50,000 ang ginagamit niya. O, ibuhos mo si 30,000 sa kanya. May matitira pa kay S2? Wala. Problema ba yun? Hindi. Diba? E di wag. Ganun lang naman yan. Pero, what if historically si A, ang ginagamit niya lang is, sabihin mo 25. E di, buhos mo sa kanya yung 25. Anong matitira? Kay S2, 5,000. Parang ganun. Diba? So, binubuhos mo to the point na, yun nga. Okay. Sorry. Na-brain fart ako. Ito na kayo sinasabi ko, diba? Tao lang tayo. Nagkakaroon tayo ng brain farts. So, binigay mo kay B ng buo as if he was the user. Siya kasi yung primary user, kaya mo to ginawa, ha? Sorry, kalimutan nyo yung slide na, yung last part na sinabi ko kanina. Siya yung primary user, kaya ibuhos mo lahat sa kanya. Natira yung 30,000. Anong gagawin mo dito? Balik ka doon sa standalone for A and S2. Kasi ano sila? They are what we call, incremental users. Diba? So, i-allocate mo na sa kanila proportionally. Ang important lang kasi makuha mo si primary user. Kasi siya yung main na gumagamit. Diba? Yun yung perspective natin sa incremental, ha? Siya muna. Para mapin mo sa kanya yung common cost. Kung may matira, doon mo na i-allocate sa incremental users. How do we allocate this? May bago ba? Hindi. Balik ka lang sa standalone. Alright? So, yung computation nito, papag-usapan nyo sa section D. Pero, ayun, if you want an example, itong 30,000, ayun, gamitin mo ulit yung percentages na nandito. Mag-ratio and proportion ka. So, 35 is to 25. So, 30, gano'n ba yan? 35 plus 25 is 60. So, 30,000 divided by 60%, by 60 times 35. Ayun. Yung ma-allocate kay A, 17,500. Kay S2 naman, ayun, yung 25. So, ayun, ganun siya, no? Pero, again, may mga nuances na hindi natin pwedeng i-tackle right now. Depends on standard or budget. Yeah, pwede rin. Diba? Ang sinasabi kasi natin dito, based on yung costs if it were the only user. So, definitely, diba, a statement like that can be brought. saan ba galing yung standards natin. Diba? So yeah, tama ka. It can be based on the standard or the budget. And then, kung wala kang budget initially, hindi mamalay mo, mag-activity analysis ka. Pero hopefully meron na. Diba? So yeah, thank you for the questions. Tama yan. So now, we're gonna move on to transfer pricing. If you have any more questions, latag nyo lang. We'll talk about them later. Ano ang goal ng transfer pricing? And ano nga ba ang transfer pricing? So, the transfer price is, well, technically, it's the price charged by one unit of the company to another unit. It is charged by one department to another. In simple words, yun na lang, diba? One department to another. Bakit? Bakit kayo nag-charge dyan? Hindi naman kayo different, diba? Isang company lang naman kayo. Pero something that you have to understand is that customers can be internal, can be external, and internal as well. Diba? Kunwari, meron kang product. Si B, siya yung nagmamanufacture ng isang product. Like, computers. Diba? Isang buong computer set. So, kung nagmamanufacture siya ng computer, ano bang kailangan doon? Kung set yan, monitor, yung PC, tapos yung mga accessories, pero sa loob rin ng computer, di ba? May mga parts kang kailangan. Paano kung si A nag-manufacture siya ng computer parts? So, computer parts. Ano mangyari dito? Diba? Meron kang computer parts, yung isang department, nagbebenta yan externally. Tapos si B, nagbebenta siya ng computer set. May nakita ba kayong possibility dito? Why not, instead of selling separately, diba? Baka pwede rin si A magbenta kay B, diba? Kaysa naman si B, mag-purchase siya ng parts externally, diba? Kay external supplier. So, anong tawag mo sa price at which they transact? That's called the transfer price. Diba? So, ayun. Meron kang unit na nagbebenta. So, it's the selling unit. Meron kang buying unit. Alright? Ano yung goal natin when it comes to transfer pricing? It's the same as the other topics. We want to create metrics that are fair and effective. Bakit? Diba? Anong goal natin? We want to achieve goal congruence throughout the organization. So, ano ulit yung goal congruence? This is the state wherein what top-level management wants, diba? What the organization wants and needs as a whole. Diba? Ganun rin yung gusto ng mga tao natin sa baba or throughout the whole organization. Alright? So, ayun, diba? You want a transfer price na aligned si Department A and si Department B and nakakabuti sila for the whole organization. Alright? Baka sabihin mo kasi, sir, possible ba yan? Parang impossible eh. Diba? Baka meron kasi sa inyo na hindi nakakagets kung paano ginagamit yung evaluation metrics to do this. Magsasegue lang ako ng isang example. No? One thing that we can do, aside from yung example ko kanina, kasi yung example on quota, that's an example of how things can go wrong. Pero how do you turn something as primal as human nature? How do you use that to your advantage para align kayo as an organization? Kasi tayo, gusto lang naman natin mabayaran eh. Diba? We need to feed ourselves. We need to feed our families. Meron tayong financial goals. Para maabot yun, kaya tayo nagtatrabaho. Now, kung ikaw yung boss, maintindihan mo naman yun eh. Pero inherently, meron ng discrepancy. Ikaw as the boss, gusto mong yumaman. Para yumaman ka, yung tao mo, diba? Tao, kailangan niya magtrabaho. Anong goal niya, bakit siya nagtatrabaho? Gusto niyang yumaman. Diba? Gusto niya ring sumahod, diba? Gusto niyang kumita. So, ikaw, para kumita ka kasi as the boss, dapat maganda yung performance ni tao mo. Pero again, diba? Tayo yung tao. Di ba? Hindi mo ibibigay yung buong buhay mo sa company. Di ba? Hindi mo kayang pasayahin si boss that way. Kasi bakit? Ibibigay mo sarili mo, magbabago ba yung sahod mo? Yung sa ibang companies, di ba? Commonly, hindi. Right? Patayin mo yung sarili mo sa work, di ba? Lunurin mo. Kung ano yung salary grade, yun ang nakukuha mo. You might not get paid more than the others unless you negotiate. So, ano yung common scenario? Will you go the extra mile? Chances are hindi. Diba? Pero, is there a way that we can use performance evaluation and incentives para yung nature ng tao, we can take advantage of that para, diba, align siya sa goals natin as a company? The answer is yes. Gusto niyang kumita. Diba? Ang goal natin as a company is kumita rin. Pero para kumita tayo, dapat yung tao natin, they will give their all. Diba? As in, they will go the extra mile para malampasan din natin yung expected na kita natin. Paano natin yung gagawin? Edi, it's simple. Diba? To remove the dichotomy. Diba? Na kapag binigay niya kasi lahat, hindi naman siya kikita lalo. So, hindi na lang ibibigay lahat. Ito na lang gawin natin, mag-profit sharing tayo. Diba? Mag-profit sharing incentive tayo. So, kapag kumita si company, mas lalong tataas yung kita ng tao. Diba? So, nakalimutan ko yung technical term nandun. I'm very sorry. If there's someone who can share, lagay nyo lang sa chat. Diba? For the knowledge ng lahat. Sorry, nakalimutan ko. Pero, diba? By doing this effectively, what we did is that tinanggal natin yung barrier na yan, na may separate goals yung tao natin sa business. And now, kapag kumita yung business, kikita rin lalo yung tao. So, hindi sila same ng motivation, ha? Wala pa rin, hindi pa rin ultimate motivator ni tao na kumikita yung business. It's just a vehicle para kumita siya lalo. Pero, because of the incentive, diba? Aligned na kayo on what you want to do. Kasi you both benefit from the same course of action. Diba? So, ganun ha. Ganun ang gusto natin gawin as a goal dito sa responsibility centers and performance management. Anong kinalaman nun sa transfer pricing? Bakit ang dami mong sinabi, sir? Yun na yun, diba? Ganun rin ang goal natin sa transfer pricing. We want A and B to come out happy, pero at the same time, nagbe-benefit yung organization sa ginawa nila. Alright? Kasi what if, diba? Si A and si B, sorry si B externally, pwede siyang bumili ng parts at 30 pesos. Si A, ang variable cost niya is sabihin mong 20 pesos to produce. Pero normally, binibenta niya yan sa labas at example lang to kasi medyo mahirap i-imagine na. Sabihin mo 32. Alright. So, let's say, si company B, si division B, may part siya na kailangan kay division A. Ang tanong kasi doon, will division B buy it externally or isa-source niya ba internally? Diba? Ito yung mga make or buy or outsourcing problems natin sa marginal analysis. So, anong goal natin? We need to find a transfer price that benefits the company as a whole but still motivates our people. So, anong mangyayari? Kapag 32 kasi, anong sasabihin ni Division B? Pwede ko naman bilhin sa labas ng 30 pesos, edi bibili na lang ako sa labas. Diba? Kasi talo siya kung bibilhin niya ng 32. Per unit, talo siya ng 2 pesos. Kung si Division A naman, ibebenta niya ng 20 pesos, hindi nabawi niya yung variable cost niya. Okay lang in the short run. Pero iisipin niya rin kasi, nabenta ko na lang sana yun sa labas ng 32 pesos. Diba? So, anong mangyayari dito? Kung ipipilit ni Division A na ibenta at 32, baka bumili si Division B sa labas. Pero ano ba talaga yung cost ng pag-produce ng item na yun? Etong sales na internal, when you look at the consolidated figures, diba? When you look at A and B as one organization, may sale ba talaga na nagganap? I mean, like, may sale among them internally, pero may nadagdag ba na revenue? Actually, wala, diba? Naglipat ka lang ng pera from one pocket to another. Diba? So, anong nangyari? Ang gastos lang talaga doon, in the short term, is yung variable cost na 20 pesos. Pero anong ginawa ni Division B? Bumili siya sa labas ng 30 pesos. Paano yung lugi mo doon? 30 pesos minus 20 pesos. Diba? The company as a whole could have saved 10 pesos. Imagine mo kung 100,000 units yan. Diba? 1 million yun yan. So, nakita mo, because the two departments couldn't align on a transfer price, ayun na naman, anong nangyari? Goal incongruence, myopic behavior. Diba? So, just to refresh, hindi sila aligned and nag-focus sila sa short term kaysa sa kung anong makakabuti in the long term. Diba? So that's one of the goals of transfer pricing. Okay? Ang transfer pricing, ang goal natin is to motivate our people. That's one. So, diba? It also must give senior management the information that it needs to evaluate the performance of profit centers. Diba? Kasi ito yun eh. The price has to be, how do I explain this? Si Division B kasi, kung titignan mo siya as a separate center, parang nag-purchase na yun, nagbenta talaga siya. Bumili talaga siya ng external part. Diba? Based on the transfer price na. Si Division A naman, yun nga, parang nagbenta talaga siya. Doon na, as separate responsibility centers. So, may evaluate yan based on its effectiveness, on their efficiency. Like si B, diba? Yung benta kasi ni A sa kanya, yan yung cost niya. Kita yan ni A, pero cost niya ni B. So, ayun na nga, diba? Nakakaroon siya ng, what do you say this? How do you say this? Parang conflict of interest. Parang gano'n. Kasi gusto ni B, mas mababa, diba? As low as possible yung cost. Pero si Division A, gusto niya as high as possible yung revenue niya. Diba? So, ayun. One of the goals of transfer pricing, dapat it is fair in a sense na nakikita ni senior management kung ano yung performance pa rin ng company. Na hindi siya na-distort because of distorted transfer prices. Ano pa? We talked about yung motivation. Diba? Aspect ng motivation. It also must encourage cost centers to manage cost efficiently. Ano ibig sabihin nito? Si A, diba, gusto niya sobrang taas ng revenue niya. Bakit? Kasi gusto niyang mabawi yung cost niya and magkaroon siya ng profit. Pero, hindi mo pwedeng increase infinitely yung transfer price. Dapat yung transfer price mo is reasonable. Lalo na kay company B kasi iba yung mentality niya. Gusto niya mababa lang yung cost ng item na yan. So, tignan mo kung si B, ayaw niyang bilhin for less than ayaw niyang bilhin yung item for more than 30 pesos. Kasi 30 pesos pwede niyang bilhin externally. Mapipilitan si A. Diba? Ito yung tinatawag natin na ceiling price. Okay? Ito yung highest price kapag magta-transfer pricing ka. The cost that you can buy the item externally, yan na yung ceiling mo. So kung yan yung ceiling, normally si A, kumikita siya ng 32 pesos. Kung titignan mo yung contribution margin nito, kumikita siya ng 12 pesos per unit pag bumibenta siya externally. Kung gusto niyang kitain rin yun, anong gagawin niya? Hindi niya pwedeng taasan yung price. Anong natitira? Babaan niya na lang yung cost. So, anong mangyayari sa kanya? Kailangan niyang maging mas efficient. Diba? That's one of the goals of transfer pricing as well. Pinipilit natin yung internal departments natin na, hey, diba? You have to be competitive sa market. So, Pwede mo siyang i-relate sa concept ng target costing, di ba? Target pricing, target costing. So, hanggang dito ka lang, anong gagawin mo para kumita ka rin? As a separate responsibility center. Di ba? If you can't increase yung revenue, reduce mo yung cost mo. So, you have to be more efficient. Di ba? Ayan, ano pa? It must be equitable. Diba? When we say equitable, ano ibig sabihin nito? It must permit each unit of a company to earn a fair profit. So kanina we talked about fairness when it comes to senior management evaluating yung performance ng company. Diba? On the manager's perspective rin, gusto niya rin ng equity. Diba? Kasi kung hindi fair yung transfer price, anong gagawin mo? Baka hindi na lang kayo mag-transact. Diba? And then, ayun, something that we have to talk about later is that it should also meet legal and reporting requirements. Bakit? Transfer pricing kasi, kung between departments lang, wala namang problema eh. If parehas ng department mo nasa Pilipinas, parang naglalaro lang sila. Diba? Nagdidictate ng mga presyo. Pero, yun nga, diba? It's a matter of motivation. It's a matter of goal congruence. The more factors you add, the more, hindi naman super complex, no? Pero, mas marami kang kailangan bantayan. What if si Department A nasa Pilipinas, si Department B nasa Japan? Anong problema doon? Diba? These are sales that will transpire across different nations. So, it's possible na si Japan versus si Philippines, iba yung kanilang tax rate. Diba? Mamaya ang gawin mo is, kunwari, si Japan yung may mas mataas na tax rate at 40%. Si Philippines, diba? 30% lang tayo. This isn't the actual tax rate of Japan. Example purposes lang. Pero isipin mo kung mas mataas yung rate sa Japan, baka gusto mong magbenta sa ang gagawin mo na lang is babaan mo yung i-structure mo yung transfer price para mas mataas yung profit sa Pilipinas kaysa sa Japan. Anong mangyayari doon? Parehas lang naman silang kikita eh. So, as an organization, panalo ka. Pero, sa tax rates kasi, diba? Kung mas mataas yung kita mo sa Pilipinas dahil sa transfer pricing na yan, mas mababa yung tax niya. So, you get to take home more money. Kaysa kung i-structure mo yung transfer price na dun ka sa Japan kikita. Diba? So, ano ang example nun? Kung si Department A nasa Pilipinas, si Department B nandun sa Japan, mamaya ang gagawin mo sobrang taas ng price mo para tataas yung tataas yung kita ni Philippine na branch. Tapos si Japanese branch, mataas yung cost niya kasi ang taas ng transfer price. Baka bababa pa yung kita niya. Beneficial siya kasi na-avoid mo yung tax na 40%. Doon mo pinasok yung kita mo doon sa 30%. O diba? Ang talino mo pala eh. Pero bawal yun ha. So you have to think of it that way too. It could be strategic, diba? Yung motivational, tapos financial wise, diba? You can use transfer pricing strategically, pero may mga laws and regulations yun tayo na dinidisallow yung mga ganito naman na tinitake advantage mo yung tariffs, yung mga difference in tax rates. Diba? So, ayun. Kaya, if naalala nyo, if nag-CPA licensure exam kayo anywhere, tapos may taxation na subject, diba? Usually, pag ganito, ang gusto ng mga bansa is arm's length ang transaction between two companies under the same umbrella para hindi sila mabigyan ng penalty when it comes to taxes. Diba? So, yun nga, diba? It's a legal requirement. Isa rin yun sa goal ng transfer pricing. So again, anong goals ng transfer pricing? Diba? Transfer pricing is the price between two departments transacting with each other. Tapos, ang goal niya, it has to give the right information to senior management regarding the performance of both departments. Tapos, diba, it has to motivate both departments. motivate in the sense na it seems fair to them so that they can transact with each other. And it also forces them to be more efficient. Diba? So yun. And it has to meet with legal requirements. And again, with anything that we do, meron tayong cost-benefit analysis. So dapat madali lang to, yung transfer pricing na sinaset natin. If you have to go through a whole system just to find a transfer price, if you have to wait 1 month just to set the transfer price, kailangan mo atang i-evaluate yung method mo. Kasi masyado nang malaki yung cost kumpara sa benefit of implementing a solution. Diba? Alright. So, ano yung mga methods natin for transfer pricing? So, we have a few. So, may check na mga. Sige. We can have a short break after the next 2 slides. Parang naubusan na ako ng bosses sorry. So, ang last na topic naman natin is performance measures. Tapos, magko-questions tayo. So, siguro 10-minute break lang tayo. And then, after ng performance measures, 5 minutes lang to let it all sink in. Let's finish lahat ng questions na pwede nating madaanan. Sige, so, balik tayo dito ha. How can we go about with transfer pricing? So, we have a lot of methods. So, we have market price. Diba? Pag nag-market price ka, you are transferring at arm's length. Yun na yung sinasabi natin na arm's length transaction. Parang hindi nyo siya ninegotiate. Ano ba yung presyo ng item na yan sa labas? Yun yung gagawin nating transfer price. So, yun yung kanina na pag-usapan natin. Kung binibenta yung same product externally for 30 pesos, edi, ang price niya sa transfer price is 30 pesos. Cost of production plus opportunity cost. Ano to? So, on the side naman ng selling department, sabi natin kanina, binibenta niya sa labas at 32. Pero, sa loob, ay yung variable cost niya is 20. Magkano yung contribution margin niya? 12. Per unit, pag nagbibenta siya ng external, kumikita siya ng 12 pesos. Ito yun. Kung ibibenta ni Department A kay Department B, at wala siyang capacity, kailangan ni Department B ng 5,000 units. Ang mabibigay lang ni Department A, kasi currently, nagpo-produce siya ng 8,000 units for external customers. Diba? External sales yan. Ang capacity niya talaga is 10,000. Sige. Ito muna. What if ang pinoproduce niya for external customers is actually 10,000 na? Wala siyang capacity. So, ano yung opportunity cost na sinasabi natin dito? Kung nagbenta ka kasi sa labas, edi, may contribution margin ka sana ng 12 pesos. So, ano yung minimum transfer price mo lagi? This is variable cost. Diba? Nasabi natin kanina, ito lang kasi yung cost of production usually. So, variable cost. Ito actually yung price floor mo. Yan yung pinakamababa na pwede mong iset. Ano yung pinakamataas? Yan yung market price. So, this is the ceiling, this is the floor. When we say cost of production plus opportunity cost, ayan, tinitignan mo, ilan ba yung nawawala sa akin nakita kung nagbenta sana ako external. So, eto siya. Ibahin natin yung scenario. Kunwari yung market price ng product na yun is, yun yan, sabihin natin, it is 35. So, pwede kang tumaas hanggang 35. Pwede kang bumaba hanggang 20. Pero hindi ka pwedeng sumobra sa 35. Hindi ka rin pwedeng bumaba ng 20. Okay, bakit hindi ka pwedeng bumaba ng 20? Kasi, yan na yung cost for the selling department. Kung bumaba ka pa dyan, wala na siyang nababawing cost. Kahit variable cost. Anong ibig sabihin kapag mas mataas yung variable cost mo sa selling price mo? Every time na magbenta ka, lugi ka. So, yan ang price floor mo. Market price, ayan, hindi ka pwedeng tumaas kasi si buying department naman yung lugi dito. every time na bumibili siya, diba, meron siyang opportunity cost na bumili na lang sana siya externally para nakasave siya. Diba? So, wag kang tataas dyan para naman hindi mo, what's the word for this? Hindi mo ma-discourage si buying department to buy internally. Kasi, malay mo, diba? I mean, yun na, yung variable cost lang naman yung cost ng production usually. Tapos bibili siya externally. Talo yung company as a whole. What is production plus opportunity cost? From the perspective of the selling department, ayun na nga, diba? Kung 35 ang highest price mo, tapos wala ka ng external capacity, wala ka ng extra capacity, kailangan i-B ng 5,000 units. Anong ibig sabihin nito? If you can only produce 10,000, kailangan niya ng 5,000. Gamit na yung 10,000 mo para sa external sales. Anong mangyayari? You have to sacrifice external sales to meet the internal order. So, ang ibebenta mo na lang external is 5,000. Tapos, internally, dun na yung imi-meet mo yung order ni Department B, the 5,000. Anong nangyari dahil hindi ka nagbenta sa labas? Per unit, nawalan ka ng 12 pesos. So, ang price mo dapat, itong cost of production plus opportunity cost, is your external selling price of 32 pesos. Kasi nandun yung variable cost mo, nandun din yung opportunity cost mo, which is the contribution margin on lost sales. Gets ba? The opportunity cost when you're sacrificing external sales is the contribution margin of your lost sales. So magkano yan in total? That's 12 pesos times 5,000. So 12 times 5,000, this will give you, diba? Nalugi ka ng 60,000. If ibebenta mo lang siya at variable cost. So dapat ibebenta mo siya at full cost. Diba? I mean at selling price, sorry. Is this always the case? Diba? When we say plus opportunity cost, does it mean na automatic selling price na agad? Yung transfer price? Hindi. What if may scenario ka na hindi naman buong buo yung capacity na nagamit? Kailangan i-B ng 5,000, pero ang ginagamit mo na is 8,000. Anong ibig sabihin nito? Meron kang unused capacity of how much? This is 2,000. Ibig sabihin, hindi naman buo na order from sacrifice sales. So, you have to sacrifice how many sales para maabot mo yung order ni B na 5,000. Yung 2,000 meron ka na. So, meron kang 2,000. This is excess capacity, diba? At capacity yan. Sa 5,000 mo, the order, ano yung isa-sacrifice mo na external sales? That will come from, diba? Magbabawas ka na ng 3,000 sa external sales mo. Diba? Ito yung na-sacrifice. So, ito yung at capacity, nag-sacrifice ka naman ng 3,000 sales. Magkano yung total lost contribution margin mo dyan? That is 12 pesos times 3,000. So, 12 times 3,000. Magkano yun? 36,000. So, magkano dapat ang transfer price mo? That is 36,000. I-proporate mo yung lost contribution margin sa 5,000 na order. So, that's 36,000 divided by 5,000 per unit. Nag-allocate ka ng lost contribution margin na 7.2 pesos. So, ano ang transfer price mo? Cost of production. So, usually that is variable cost. So, meron kang 20 pesos. Dito yun ha. 20 pesos. Plus itong 7.2. So, magkano ang transfer price mo under this method and under this scenario? It is 27.2 pesos. Diba? Okay. Ganun lang pala. It's very simple. Para siyang hindi nyo pa pala nadadaanan. Ganito rin yung sa pagdating sa make or buy decisions. Hindi. Sorry. Nakalimutan ko na. Special order decisions. Yes, special order decisions. Ganito rin yung criterion. Or yung process mo sa pag-solve nun. Okay? Everything else, ayan. Mag-erase muna ako So, guys, screenshot muna tayo. I'll screenshot this for you. Ayan, if you need to. Pwede ba mag-paste ng picture dito? Ayan, sige. In case kailangan nyo. Pero mag-erase muna ako So, erase all ink on slide. So, etong full cost, cost plus, these are pricing methods that you're familiar with. Full cost, yan yung lahat ng cost, which is variable cost of production plus fixed cost of production. Diba? So, parang tinitignan mo dito yung cost of goods sold per item. Ang cost plus mo, dinadagdagan mo siya ng markup. So, anong mangyayari dito? Meron kang, pwede naman yung markup mo, di ba? Is fixed dollar amount. Pwede rin naman siyang percentage of your costs. So, anong advantages and disadvantages nito? So, sige, start tayo. Hindi ko pala na-discuss yung advantages and disadvantages ng iba. Market price, definitely, napag-usapan natin to. Ito yung, na-force niya rin yung selling department to be more efficient kasi kailangan yung tapatan yung sa market Diba? So, it's usually the best transfer price to use kapag may external market. Pero, what if ikaw lang yung gumagawa ng product na yun? May basis of comparison ka ba? Wala. So, hindi mo magagamit yung market price. Alright? Cost of production plus opportunity cost. So, eto naman. Ano advantage na ito? Nababawi mo yung costs mo. Diba? So, para rin siyang variable cost. Kasi kung nag-variable cost ka, ayan, and meron kang excess capacity, same lang naman yung mindset mo. Kasi kung may excess capacity ka, etong method na to will also lead you to variable costs. So, eto naman, diba? It's a good transfer price kasi nababawi mo yung variable cost of production. So, in the short run, covered ka. Cover mo yung costs mo. Anong problema sa variable cost? Hindi siya appropriate kapag profit or investment center ka. Bakit? Kasi kung cost center yung selling department, variable cost ang basis mo, anong tinitignan mo sa cost center? Efficient ka ba or hindi? Diba? And kung at variable cost mo binenta, wala namang problema sa kanya yan Nababawi niya naman yung variable costs niya. Minsan mapipilitan din siya to be more efficient kung gusto niya babaan pa or kung gusto niya pang kumita lalo. Pero, ayan, kung profit or investment center ka, ano mangyayari? Hindi ka kumikita based on your sale. So, yun yung disadvantage na itong dalawa. Diba? Nababawi mo yung cost mo. Pero kung profit or investment center ka, hindi ka kumikita. Kasi at cost mo siya binibenta. Ganun yun dito sa full cost. Diba? Nababawi mo cost mo pero wala kang profit. So, kung i-evaluate ka, may na-add ka ba na profit based on that order? Wala. Diba? Ang kagandahan nitong cost of production plus opportunity cost is nababawi mo pa rin yung opportunity cost of lost sales. Nagkakaroon ka pa rin ng contribution margin. Pero if you talk about cost, diba, full cost, wala yan. Cost plus definitely meron. Kasi, ayan, di ba, minamarkup mo siya. So, ayan. Ang markup mo, kung profit or investment center ka, definitely nagko-contribute yan sa profit mo. Etong dalawa, hindi siya, how do you say this? Hindi naman siya ganun ka-reliant sa pricing. What do I mean by this? Parang ito kasi makita mo yan sa concept ng pricing, diba? Paano ka nagmo-mark up? Paano mo kino-compute yung full cost? Ito naman, diba? Kung tatanungin ka, ano yung best method para mag-set ng transfer price? Ito actually, negotiation siya. Bakit? Ano ba yung negotiation? Variable cost bang ginagamit dito? Full cost? Cost plus? Is it market price? Hindi, di ba? Nag-uusap yung dalawang department to find a price that they are both happy with. Yun ang negotiation. Bakit siya yung best? Kasi, bakit ka ba nag-decentralize in the first place? Kasi gusto mo, bigyan ng responsibility yung managers mo and i-empower sila. Because they feel empowered, diba? This is something that I forgot to mention a while ago. What does it mean to empower someone? It also means, diba, not just equipping them and giving them support, but also giving them accountability for something. You're giving them ownership for something. Pag ikaw yung production manager, tignan mo yung buong production floor, sasabihin mo, akin to. Diba? Ako ang responsible para sa tao dito. And with accountability and responsibility comes the power to make decisions. Diba? Pag tinanggal mo yung power to make decisions, do you feel empowered? Do you feel responsible for something? Actually, hindi. Diba? Kasi, hindi naman ikaw yung nag-make ng decision. Bakit ka mamomotivate to step up? Diba? So, may mga question talaga na lalabas. If you're given a choice between yung mga negotiation is good kasi it empowers yung mga tao natin. Ang problema lang kung hindi sila makapag-agree sa isang price, baka kailangan na mag-step in ni top management and magbigay ng price. Diba? So, when central management decides on a price, anong mangyayari dito? Yun na yung arbitrary pricing. Diba? Ito na yung si management yung nag-decide, imbis na yung individual managers of each department. So, is it always wrong? Definitely not. May times na kailangan siya. For example, transfer pricing between within a multinational firm. Diba? Mamaya, kailangan pala ni central management mag-decide kasi siya yung nakakaalam sa effects on tax laws and legal requirements. Diba? Kailangan niyang i-impose. Or, nag-aaway-aaway talaga yung departments, hindi sila makapag-decide. Ayun na nga. Kailangan mag-decide ni central management. What if hindi talaga masaya si buying department and si selling department and we cannot find the compromise? Yung kahit na ibigay mo kay central management yung decision, hindi siya makaset ng specific transfer price na masaya silang dalawa. So we have a solution for that. It's called dual rate pricing. Ano nangyayari dito? So department, si S, diba? Si selling and si buying. Normally, dapat meron silang transfer price that they are both happy with. Diba? Pero what if that does not exist? Diba? Anong gagawin natin? Di sige, pagbigyan natin. Selling department, i-record mo yung transfer price mo at this price. Transfer price 1. Ikaw, buying department, para hindi ka umiyak, kailangan mong i-record the transfer price number 2. Nakita mo, may sarili silang transfer price na rin-record sa books nila. Mali ba yan? Hindi naman. Diba? Basta napag-usapan siya. Again, ang goal natin, we have to motivate yung mga tao natin and we have to be able to provide information on their performance. So if this is one way para maabot mo yun, then that is fine. Diba? Ma-motivate mo sila, mapakita mo pa rin na nami-meet ba nila yung expected performance nila, okay lang mag-dual rate pricing. Alright? Sige. So, anong advantage niya? Ayun na nga, diba? So, yung selling division, may incentive siya to expand sales and production. Diba? Imbis na external na, pwede rin siya magbenta internally. Or basically, kung kukunin mo yung gist niya, they are motivated to transact with each other in a scenario wherein there would otherwise, diba? Otherwise, walang transfer price and ayaw nila mag-interact with each other. At least meron tayong last resort para masaya silang dalawa and mag-transact sila together para maabot natin yung goal complements. Pero, ayun na nga, diba? Baka complex siya. So, anong sabi natin kanina? Dapat easy siya to apply. So, dun mo rin i-weigh. Yung benefit ba ng dual rate pricing is worth yung effort na kailangan mong i-reconcile yan later down the line? Diba? So, again, ayan, tools sila. Ha? Tools sila para maabot natin yung goal natin. Pero, yun, you have to use your judgment to see kung ano yung pinakamagandang gamitin given the circumstances. So, meron tayong isang slide dito na-discuss ko na actually. No? So, if may excess capacity ka, ayan, yung minimum mo talaga is variable cost of production. Kapag wala kang excess capacity, it is cost of production plus opportunity cost. Alright? Ano yung ceiling mo? Again, it's market price. Okay? So, lalaro ka, ang upper limit mo or maximum mo or ceiling, this is usually your market price or your cost of buying from an outside supplier. So, okay. Paano naman kung wala? Wala ka ng ceiling. Pwede ka mag-infinity, hindi naman. You have to make a choice. So, it is also the higher, di ba? Ano yung mas mataas between yung market price from, or the cost of buying from an external supplier versus yung selling price mo or yung selling price ni selling division to outside customers. Okay? Kailangan mo i-weigh yun. Ano yung mas mataas? So, sa example natin kanina, meron tayong 32 na selling price to external customers. Ang cost naman of buying from an outside supplier is 30. Ano yung ceiling mo dito? Is it 30 or 32? Ano yung mas mataas? It's 32. So, yun yung magiging ceiling mo. Okay? So, jump na naman ako ng slide, ha? Ayan. Ano naman yung minimum transfer price mo? Again, if you have excess capacity, variable cost, yun yung floor mo or minimum. Pero if you don't have excess capacity, babalik ka dito sa selling price. Or basically, it is the variable cost or manufacturing cost plus opportunity cost. Alright? Alright. Sige. So, nandito rin naman siya. Ayan. Okay tayo sa transfer pricing? Alright. So, ang gagawin natin ngayon, iwan nyo yung questions nyo sa chat. And my time, it is 8:21 p.m. So, babalik ako, 8:31 p.m. So, kayo bahala sa timing dyan, ha? Kasi hindi ko alam. Basta balik tayo in 10 minutes. Okay? Or mag-allowance tayo ng 8:22 for me. So, ayan. Plus 1 minute kayo dyan. So, mag-short break tayo. If you have any questions, lagay nyo lang sa chat. Okay? See you in a little while.